Hello everyone, it's Chef Alina Z and this is my friend Claire Vidal.
Hi.
And you guys know that I cook for a living, Claire drinks for a living. She just launched a line of bubbly called Exigeante. It's for women who are not settling for less, who want to have it all, and who don't apologize for their desire. And Claire followed her dream. She's a true exigeante woman who followed her dream and went from corporate world into being entrepreneur, and she loves the healing power of champagne because there's a lot of healing to
I do believe so.
to bubbly. And if you look at the glass, you have the bubbles going from nowhere, and it's just so amazing, so magical. So cheers.
Poetic.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers, Alina. Thanks for having me.
Cheers to your health. And so Claire looks fantastic, feels fantastic, and she is in the business of bubbles, right? And you guys know, don't believe in saying no to everything. I believe in moderation, moderation. And so I wanted to just have a little discussion here and share some tips with you guys on how to drink alcohol if you're going to choose to do so. I drink bubbles every couple of hours. I
Don't apologize for it.
I don't apologize for it. But, I believe that for me, I'll just tell you quickly, it's a spiritual experience because when I drink bubbles, there's magic to them, right? The bubbles come up, and bubbly and wine was created by monks, and Jesus turned water into wine. He didn't go, hey guys, here's water. He was like, here's wine. And then when I drink a little bit of it, I feel I stop thinking so much and being in my head, but I get into my spirit, into my heart, and I start being, right? Instead of thinking. And my dog here, he completely agrees. He goes, yes, I want a bubble, but he cannot, he's a dog. But there's ways to do it right and there's ways to do it wrong. So, Claire, what are your tips? Like, how do you stay healthy and happy while drinking for work, for promoting the wine?
Well, first of all, I love what I do, so that's kind of easy. But as well, for example, if you're feeling down, don't drink while you're feeling down.
Yes.
You drink to emphasize kind of the joy that you have in your life or anything really positive in your life. So I would say my first tip for you and for everybody is really to drink when you feel excited about something. Drink to celebrate.
Exactly.
Don't drink to compensate because you had a hard day.
You have to feel the feelings. And, I wrote the book on self-love and food, and I talk about feeling your feelings. And, I'm the one who went for bubbles and for margaritas and for sugar and dairy when I needed to not feel my pain, but that didn't make the pain go away, because when you drink or eat to dull the emotion, you'll just wake up feeling shitty and emotionally and physically.
Yeah, you won't feel that good afterwards.
No, but drinking to celebrate, drinking to feel even better, not to feel better, but drinking to feel even better. That's definitely tip number one. What about, I know Claire, what I love about her bubbly is it's low sugar.
Yeah.
So how does sugar affect alcohol?
Well, you get, there's more sugar as well, there's more hangover, and, and it's also if you kind of watching your diet or eating healthy. I just decided that I wanted as well a low sugar option for everybody. So we have a brut, and then we have the low sugar that is that's more than half. We cut the sugar by half.
I'll drink
and
that.
It's still super fruity and very enjoyable. And I know it's your favorite, by the way.
It is my favorite. It's guilt free. It's
Exigeante. Yeah, it's only 85 calories, so that's you can't say alcohol is healthy, but I would say if you choose to drink alcohol, you might as well go for a low sugar option.
Well, I will say this, and again, don't say that Alina's told me not to drink juice, but drink bubbly. But if you think of really high sugar juice, like processed juice that doesn't have any enzymes or vitamins, it has 130, 150 calories in a glass, so it has more sugar in there. And to me, I'd rather drink bubbles in moderation, again, and feel better. And this is grape juice just went sour a little bit, so it's fermented, and fermented food is good.
Exactly, that's really good.
Yeah, and talking about good, I want to point out another tip that I love, that this is made in France, and in France they use much less pesticides. They do use some, but for example in Bordeaux, when I visited, they have beautiful roses in front of every line of vines, because if the pests come to the roses first, they
Then
know.
they can know. Yeah, they know.
So-
I mean, we do have a tradition in France of like what we call terroir, which is kind of the soil. The quality of the soil we have in France is pretty unique. And in general, I mean, we don't have the same industrial food processing. I mean, we're a much smaller country, and so we don't need to produce as much food as here for everyone. But so I would say any standard food in France is almost organic to your standards.
Well,
basically.
I was in France, and I like how she said France, so I say France.
Yeah, I say France because I'm tired of Americans telling me to say
I'm
France.
exigeante woman. I'm drinking
No
exigeante.
apology for
No
that.
apology. The bubbly is called exigeante, right?
Yes,
so you
I
are
will
what
show
you
you a
drink.
bottle.
And this has a woman on here, and inside the little paper here, it says
We have
something,
a
message, a hidden message.
Yeah.
And yeah, in France, I feel like the way they look at food is so different. You don't eat too much. You don't eat too fast. You don't.
We take our time.
You take your time. You really enjoy it, and that brings me actually to another point. In France, they use wine and champagne to accentuate the taste and flavors of food.
Of course.
Right.
Food pairing is super important
Good
for us.
pairing, not like just chugging the boxed wine to pass out. Like that's not how you drink. You drink to accentuate food.
Yes.
So definitely try that.
Actually, the low sugar is really good with oysters, for example. Everything that is seafood. And then if you choose the brut will be perfect with like cheese and like, more even for a whole meal. People think about bubbly to drink it really before dinner, but you can have a whole meal with a
do.
bubbly. You do.
I'm
sure you do. And then you can have the rosé for the dessert,
And you can have, again, plant-based too, like vegan cheese goes great with bubbles. You can have so many different things, especially like raw food goes great with bubbles. You want to have it on a hot summer day. Summer's coming. Now, I love bubbles. Claire loves bubbles. But if you don't love bubbles and you want to drink a cocktail, my tips would be to drink tequila instead of vodka, because tequila actually helps you. It can help digestion and it can help lose weight. A friend of mine switched to tequila and he lost like 10 pounds. So it's not a weight loss
Really?
program.
Sorry.
It's not a weight loss program.
No, I'm into bubbly now.
Yeah,
I mean,
no. But at least it's drink with benefits. And to me, wine and bubbles, they come from, and blue agave tequila only. But this comes from a grape, and it feels like fruit juice almost, so, but just lower sugar. But when you do drink, Claire has the low sugar, but if you're drinking, let's say, tequila or even vodka for that matter, I would say definitely don't have anything with sugar with it, because sugar will add the hangover, like Claire said.
Yeah.
So having like organic grapefruit juice or lemon juice or lime juice, that's going to be a better bet. I love greyhounds, so grapefruit juice with vodka, or grapefruit juice with tequila. I can't remember what it's called, but to me that's my favorite if I'm going to have a cocktail. But definitely staying away from the high sugar, many different alcohols mixed in. So stay cleaner. And then
juices, or
talking about juice,
a lot of water or like things like that. It helps to kind of drink water while you're drinking bubbly. So the rule, usually 1 glass of wine, 2 glasses of water. So I always kind of finish, if I would drink mostly in the evening. So I always finish with a lot of water and maybe like a herbal tea or something that will help to kind of, wake up in the morning and not feel like you had 1 or 2 glasses of Exigeante.
So drinking water, herbal tea, not herbal, because there's the H in there, so freaking pronounce it. And then also like water and green juice. I definitely recommend green juicing, juices with beets, things that will support your liver will be really helpful. And you can even put it in your vodka. Don't mix green juice with champagne or prosecco or bubbly, but green juice and vodka actually with some pineapple tastes good. But definitely supporting your system afterwards is super, super important. Drinking water. I saw this really funny quote. Matthew McConaughey once asked a intern to bring him beer with ice. And she's like, beer with ice? And he goes, yeah, I like to dehydrate while I hydrate. Or I like to hydrate while I dehydrate. I'm like, I like it. So sometimes I do like the the fashion faux pas. I put a little bubble, a little cube in my bubbles.
Yeah,
of
you
ice.
can do that actually. A lot of people do that, and I mean, obviously, bubbles are always better when it's like when it's really
Ice
cold.
cold. Yeah.
I like it personally very ice cold.
Me
You're not
too.
supposed to, but
Oh, I love it ice cold.
I like it ice cold. So yeah, you can do that, which is in France if you add ice in your wine, it's like really
I know.
sacrilege. Like oh my god.
I know.
So
but
think
I'm exigeante woman. I don't care.
You don't apologize.
I
for
don't
it.
apologize. No, I put a little ice in my bubbly so it lasts longer and it's colder.
Yeah.
And I also personally love day drinking, and that's how outdoorsy I am. I like to sit outside and drink. It's my favorite outdoor activity. But I feel like if I day drink, then I'll have more time to drink the water, to have my dinner, and not to go, to bed with a hangover.
That's a good point.
It's
Good
not-
trick. I should start at noon now.
Yeah, why
Thank you for the tip,
Why
Alina.
not? You're welcome. You do obviously what makes you feel good, but again, being an exigeante woman or man, I feel it's all about no apologies, right? Feeling good and not settling for less, then feeling good during, feeling good after, and feeling good the next day. And so, like, I love Claire's bubbles. Definitely try them. Exigeante.
Can I say the name of the
Yes,
website?
please.
So actually, if you go on ilovefrenchbubbly.com,
I love that. I love
you
French
find my
bubbly.
brand because I know Exigeante is way harder to spell.
Yeah, I love FrenchBubbly.com.
Yeah,
It's
I love
so great.
FrenchBubbly.com. That's it.
That's great. So try that. It's by a woman. It's a female-driven company. It's brand new. She literally launched it like a month ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's been in the
it's
making.
amazing. Yeah, thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So cheers.
Cheers.